Soon it's gonna be a new year. I've been only here on Earth briefly. All of us are. Maybe there are some exceptions in history. Hopefully, AI can make us immortal just like art does. So, entering into a new year. A few days ago, it was full moon. A lot of us beaches in resorts might have set up. I don't know. I mean, maybe I do, but saying I don't know is vague and all inclusive. But you always do if you want to. Maybe in this particular moment you surrender to the mysteries, grand mysteries of the universe, or you surrender to ignorance because you feel safe enough with the universe. Anyway, all philosophies are weird. It always comes full circle. It's just like, it's not just like, it's kind of like, you see this giant light, and this light shines upon your surroundings, and different philosophers stand at different parts of the surroundings with different views, and they explain through their views through this light to this light. It's like they see the same thing. The direct vision, it sees the same thing, but the peripherals are different. And when they communicate, they emphasize through the peripherals the direct, which explains why it all comes full circle. Yet, to a reader who doesn't, or who isn't a philosopher, themselves see them as different. But which is nice too. It's just fun. Anyway, this year was one huge Sunday. It started with a Sunday, it ends the same way, it felt the same way. There are different kinds of Sundays. When you don't believe in a God, what do you do these Sundays? Some work, some rest, some do both at the same time. Anyway, what if you do all three at the same time? You rest, you work and rest. How is that even possible? It's an abstract thought. But then again, it is what it is. It is abstract. This was one of those Sundays where you haven't done a lot of work. You just coasted through. And you don't feel proud about resting. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. This is what happens when you give up, When you give certain things up, or when you generally give up, something happens. It's like you're playing this foolish win-win game. But it's foolish because you think it's win-win. You're not playing at all. So the concept of wins or losses are there because you're not doing anything, you're not playing. You're supposed to play. Because past, future, present, it all happens at the same time. That means you're old at the same time, you are young at the same time, you're a child at the same time, you are you at the same time. That means you get to be foolish, stupid, and present at the same time. I omitted a word because maybe we are stuck up in the past too much. That's why I said foolish 2 times, stupid 2 times. Maybe because we don't believe we are old yet, even though we are. See, the emphasis changes things. You're young, you're a child, you're present, you're old at the same time, which means you're wise and foolish at the same time while being present. Maybe you give up on certain things. Yeah? If they no longer serve you. You will give up on certain things. Maybe it's not giving up on certain things. Maybe it's transmutation. Maybe everything is transmutation. Maybe everything is transformation and transmutation. And to explain them, you need extremes, creation and destruction. Because they're happening at the same time. Creation is happening at the same time destruction is. So when it's happening at the same time and you're observing it at the same time, it's transformation. But communication exists. Limits of language exist. So you need to isolate them extremes. Make it seem like they aren't happening. Like they are. Stagnant or still or paused. And you see creation happening at the one end of the spectrum, destruction at the other. It's a fun thought. It really is. Anyway. There are certain ground realities we have to accept while we are existing in this physical world. Obviously, we do get to transcend time and time again. That aside, certain ground realities need to accept it when you are in this physical realm. For you to master the physical realm, for you to transcend again and again consciously, you need to master certain things. I mean, it's not really a necessity. I mean, you can work around your ways, you can find your creative own ways. But normally, generally, not a rule of thumb, but a rule of ease, maybe. A rule of normalcy. A rule that works most of the time. So maybe, all this while we will rebel against it. We create a society that transcends, that hustles, that naysays about such rules while being embodiments of such. So maybe if we openly accept such rules, embody them, maybe we won't stop. Maybe, just maybe, it'll turn out different. Because that's how things are. That's how they've always been. We celebrated Christmas, or we thought we celebrated Christmas, which was supposed to be a symbol of love, unconditional. All while hate is happening all around, chaos, lack of order. Maybe, just maybe, the reality of the world may it be chaos. May it be that the villains always win. May it be that the heroes are temporary. May it that their selfish need, their altruistic need to restore or upkeep order is foolish. Maybe, just maybe, we'll do that. Because the other is inherent anyway. For that to happen, I believe Because everything I believe is an experiment until it is not. I believe maybe we should work upon our health, individual health, all kinds. But this time with a strong emphasis on the physical. Because the others, your mental health, your spiritual health, they can be uplifted easily. Because the collective is real strong. The collective is well ingrained. All of us are really connected to the collective. So it takes a fraction of a second to uplift you, to uplift your spirits, you uplift your spirituality, transcend you to physical, non-physical, higher realms. I'm not particularly saying that non-physical realms are the higher ones, because like I said, it's all mumbo jumbo. Language, limits of communication. Yeah. Assigned meanings, not actual ones. Scaffolds. This time, this calming countless hours for existence, we'll work upon our physical health. Everything physical and material, we'll work upon them. We'll not give up on them. We'll accept that. Important they are. They are. Truly accept it. All the material, it's important to us. Work upon it. Work duly and sincerely. Work positive. Transmit our negativity. Because like it or not, like I said, language, limits of perception, has set upon a certain standard of how we see and perceive negativity. Maybe we can do something about it. Use it, channel it. We can. You see how throughout my channel I've used maybe a lot of times. Because I truly believe that they are creative individuals who don't like advices, who don't like being told what to do, but still take inspiration from everywhere. Those who accept that originality is just plagiarism undetected, which it is. Everything that we do is an imitation, with a touch of certain experiential nature to it, so that a new combination comes forth. A combination that stems from the traditional, that feels new, because it is. It is new, but at the core is all that we are now and where, with an aim, with a hope to be better, to explore more, to find something new, to be something else, something more, or maybe something less, something different that feels similar, but something different altogether, so that the thrill never dies. The inner child, the curiosity, the stupid seeking wisdom never dies, because wisdom knows it's always stupid. It's on that seemingly philosophical note, I urge us to be healthier physically, make more conscious choices, and see how these conscious choices turn out. Become masters of your narrative, your physical explanation, your physical expression, because your explanation is your expression, and vice versa. Yeah. And Lately, we've been seeing that the binaries, they are being merged. Everything has become grey. Add color to it, guys. I mean, obviously, the black and whites, extremes, always are grey. Shades of grey. Right. Bring color to it. Make new colors out of them. Give fancy names to them. More names. More names. Because why not? Because why not? Individuality is fun. The more individual you are, surprisingly, the more collectively connected you are. Yeah, that's how it works. As far as my observation goes. And I'd like to say, I'm pretty observant. Ego exists, ego boost. Let it help us to build a healthier, a more physical, a more self-challenging, a more self-fulfilling time ahead. Yeah. Let it happen. Peace.